If you're a student athlete trying to get recruited to play college basketball, this video is for you. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how I email college coaches using my personal template that got over 100 responses from D1 and D2 schools. And I'm going to be showing you proof throughout this video, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video so you won't miss out. Let's get into it. Step 1. Finding the coach's emails. The first thing I did was go to Google and typed in all D1 basketball conferences. Then I clicked on the NCAA.com link that says NCAA College Men's Basketball D1 standing. This page has all the college basketball conferences, teams, and the team records from this past season. I'll leave the link down below in the description so you can just click on the link and start going through the conferences yourself. Quick side note, now I'm not saying not to email big conferences like the SEC, Big 12, or the ACC, but let's be real. Those type of schools are usually focused on top recruits like Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, and other 4- and 5-star recruits. What I did and what I recommend you do is reach out to mid-majors and low D1 conferences like the Big South Conference, Horizon Conference, and the SWAC. These conferences still have crazy talent and produce a lot of pros. And to be honest, guys like Stephen Curry, Ja Morant, and Damian Lillard all went to small D1 schools. So don't sleep on small D1 schools, because a small D1 school can still get you to the NBA. Alright, let's get back on topic. So let's say we want to start off with the Horizon League Conference. I'll scroll until I find the Horizon League Conference on the NCAA.com site, and then I'll look at the 5 worst teams in that conference, because those teams are obviously the ones that can use some help since they're losing so many games. So for example, Green Bay was the worst team in the Horizon Conference this past season. They had a conference record of 2-18 and an overall record of 4-28. So the next thing I would do is open a new tab and search for Green Bay basketball roster on Google. And then I will find and click on the roster from this past season. And after I click on the roster, I'll scroll down until I find the coaching staff information. And the coaching staff information is normally at the bottom of the page. Next, I will click on a coach's profile and copy their email. After I copy the email, I will open up another tab and go to my email. And when I made a new message, I will use the BCC option. That way none of them can see that it was a mass email. So after I click the BCC option, I will paste the coach's email, then go back to the roster website and keep copying and pasting each coach email until I had all the coaches' emails under this one message. Step 2. Writing the email. Starting off with the subject line. In the subject line, I want you to put your height, your position, the year you graduate, your GPA, and I want you to type in highlight video attached. So here's an example of how your subject line should look like. 6'2" point guard, class of 2025, 4.0 GPA, highlight video attached. This grabs the coach's attention and gives the coaches all the key information they need right away. Moving on to the main body, we want to keep this short and sweet because no coach wants to read a whole email of you talking about yourself. So the first thing I want you to do is start off by greeting the coach and introducing yourself. So you would say something like, "Good morning, coach. My name is Ball Out Basketball." This shows the coach that you have respect and manners. The next thing I want you to say is what grade you are currently in and what school you are currently attending. So you would say something like, "I am currently a sophomore at North Dallas High School, located in Dallas, Texas." And the reason you want to add this to the email is just in case these college coaches want to reach out to your coaches at your school. So after you mention your grade and the school you're currently attending, you would say something along the lines like, "I am currently looking for a 4-year university to call home, and I would love to be one of your new recruits." This will show the coaches that you plan on staying 4 years at their school and that you're really interested in their program. The next thing I want you to say is, "Down below I listed my accolades and attached my highlights from this basketball season. Thank you for your time." This is important because it carries weight and shows the coach what you accomplished. So if you were team captain, or you were first, second, or third team all district, you can add that down below. Also, I want you to put your stats in this section as well. The last thing I want you to do is add a link to your highlight reel. I highly suggest you post your highlight reel on YouTube so it can make the process easier. And that's it. So your email should somewhat look like this. And if you want to take it a step further, you can add a signature block with your name and phone number. That way, it's easy for coaches to contact you directly. Step 3, send and repeat. Now all you gotta do is just hit send, then go to the next school and do the same exact steps. And to make life a little easier, all you gotta do is copy and paste your original message and update the coach's emails. And after you send all these emails to these colleges, all you gotta do now is wait for replies. A couple responses I got back from some college coaches were, "I like what I see, we'll stay in contact." Some coaches would say stuff like, "Sorry, we aren't recruiting for your position right now." I had a few coaches that wanted me to come out to their camp so they can see me in person. And I even had some coaches that didn't reply at all. And yes, I got all these type of responses every single day. Here's proof. Proof of coaches' emails. Here is an email from a coach at Alabama A&M University, a D1 school. He said, "Thanks for the email. We currently aren't recruiting any JUCO kids for this upcoming season. I wish you nothing but the very best." Here is another email from a coach wanting me to call him from Alabama State University, another D1 school. The coach said, "Call me ASAP." Then he gave me his phone number and we stayed in contact. This next email is from a coach from Northwestern Oklahoma State University, a D2 school. He asked me to send him my unofficial transcript. He wrote me and said, "Thanks for the email. Can you send me your transcripts? Unofficial copy. Thanks." Alright, moving on to the next email. Here's an email from a coach at University of North Texas, a D1 school. He invited me to a camp so they can look at me in person. He said, "Thank you very much for your interest in being a part of our program at UNT. We will be able to evaluate you along with other coaches from other schools on June 7th at our Unsigned Player Showcase. To register, visit this link." And he also said this event will close on May 29th and is limited to the first 100 who sign up. Thanks again for reaching out. Looking forward to seeing you soon. The last email I'm going to go over is from a coach at University of North Alabama, a D1 school, offering me a walk-on spot. The coach said, "Unfortunately, we don't have another scholarship available for a guard this year. If you're willing to discuss a walk-on spot on the team here at North Alabama, please let me know and we can proceed from there." And I have a lot more emails from college coaches asking for my contact information, saying that they don't have any more scholarships to hand out. I have a couple emails of college coaches wanting to see my transcripts, and I also have a couple emails of coaches not responding. The grind paid off. I sent over 1,000 emails to D1 and D2 colleges. I was really out here grinding all day and all night, and it really paid off because that's how I earned my full ride scholarship to play college basketball. I didn't have many opportunities to get in front of coaches and show my talent, so I decided to reach out to coaches and show them my talent through my highlight reels. And it's crazy because I'm from Texas and I ended up playing college basketball all the way in West Virginia. So let this be your motivation to reach out to colleges at all levels, from JUCO all the way to D1, if you truly believe you can play at that level. Well, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also comment down below your journey. If you're reaching out to college coaches, tell us how it's going, and let's keep each other motivated because we all want to be great one day. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.